you're talking about an Asian player, probably the best chance of an Asian player to actually win the title.
It's probably
Maybe it's
Naomi, right?
you think Naomi? Yeah. Well, I suppose it's like it's
Or
a funny
like Naomi or Rebecca, either.
right. Yeah.
Either
Yeah,
way.
it's funny because I think Naomi's got the enough firepower that she's one of the few players that actually could like. And I mean, I
Mhm.
think if she does play against Goko in the fourth round match, then it will be very. I mean, so many people are going to be watching that. I think so. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. Do you think you give her a chance of going further than the fourth round and maybe making the quarters or going further, or what do you think?
I think so. I mean, she is definitely, I would say, the second pick. But it's between her and Coco Gauff. Although there are players here in the bottom side that can give her, I think, some trouble. Like if Beckett is the one who ends up meeting her in the fourth
Yeah.
round, I think that's a toss up.
Hmm.
And it depends. Like if she meets someone who is more solid than her, because I think the way Naomi is beaten a lot of these days is by forcing her to make a lot of errors. So if she meets someone who is very solid from the baseline, like maybe Freck actually is a pretty solid baseliner and she rarely makes mistakes. And it just, that's something that that troubles Naomi, at least in the recent months. I would say that's normally how her losses have gone.
Hmm.
But in general, I would say that she should at least reach the fourth round here.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'd agree. It's a big effort if Osaka can actually get that far to actually face Iga, because it will be a
Right.
bit later on. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see all this, and I hope some of those players we're not sure about, actually do perform well, because it's
Yeah.
going to make the tournament more interesting. And obviously, as we focus on Asian players, of interest to us in particular is the Japanese player that has caught everyone's attention, 21-year-old Ayo Ito from Japan. And yeah, she is really on a bit of a roll at the moment because, you know, um, she hadn't had a particularly good year since winning. She won a WTA 125 title at the start of the year. And that was not long after reaching semis in Osaka during the Asian swing last year. But since then, her season tailed off a little bit. But now she's just had a really good run in Canada, in Montreal. She came through qualifying, and then also through her first two matches against Volley and Jasmine Paolini. So obviously huge for her to get a top 10 win there, and then eventually fell in three sets in the third round to Jessica Bujas Manero. But she's come to Cincinnati and again come through qualifying. And yeah, she's come through pretty well in her first two matches against Elena Gabriela Ruse. And then in the last round, she knocked out 27 seed Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova 6-1, 4-6, 6-4, which has set up a really nice, exciting tie from her point of view against the sixth seed and, of course, an American, Madison Keys. That match is going to be on in Grandstand.
you change it? No. Can't change it, right? So it does you no good to dwell on it. Sometimes we dwell on maybe bad points, but sometimes we dwell on good points, right? How many times have you guys seen players go, they hit a great shot, they're like, give me applause, give me applause, give me applause. They're still thinking about the great shot that they hit, and then before they know it, before they come back, they realize, oh shoot, I just lost the last 3 points, I didn't even realize it, right? So you cannot change what's happened already in the past. So when you play one point, whether it's good, whether it's bad, just know, hey, come back, play again, whatever point is in front of you, you make sure you give 100% focus.
So you recently broke into top 200. You'll be a little bit further now that you've won this match. I think, I mean, obviously that's a great milestone. Do you have any goals that you set for yourself this year? And also, like long term in your career, do you have any goals?
So for this year, my goal is to be top 100. So yeah, I know it's not easy, but yeah, hopefully I can make it. And yeah, and also I want to play the next gen finals. That's my goal this year with my coach. And yeah, let's see what happens. And also my long-term goal is to obviously be a Grand Slam champion and also be #1, because Hong Kong, there's not a lot of tennis players now, but I want more people that in Hong Kong to know more about tennis, and hopefully I can inspire someone that can start playing tennis.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Those are big aims that you've got there. Yeah, and also, yeah, so you want to inspire people from Hong Kong. You are the top player from Hong Kong. You recently won. You got to the Miami Masters, right? And you were the first player from Hong Kong to play in a Masters 1000.
And made it to main draw, yeah.
And I think you're the highest ranked player from Hong Kong ever. So how do you feel about, like, sort of, you're flying the flag for Hong Kong, and do you feel, proud of this?
Yeah, I'm actually really proud of myself, because I can be representing Hong Kong, because that's where I grew up, where everything, my family, everything is in Hong Kong, and it really means a lot to me. And I really want, like, since day one that I started playing tennis, I was 5 years old, I always think that if I can be a professional tennis player, I can hopefully I can inspire some kids to play tennis. That's the really main goal for me. And hopefully, yeah. Then in last time when I was in Hong Kong for the ATP, I met some kids, and then they told me that they play tennis because of me, and it really means a lot to me. Yeah, I'm really happy that there's slowly more and more people like getting to know tennis in Hong Kong. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I guess it's also exciting for you now that the ATP has a tournament in Hong Kong again.
For 20 years, yeah.
I was actually at that tournament this year. I was at the match. I watched your match against Lorenzo Musetti.
Yes.
It was a close match, although you lost. Yeah, so it must be exciting for you just to have the opportunity. You'll probably be able to play the tournament for the next few years.
Yeah, it's obviously really big for me, because I started playing tennis in Victoria Park. That's where the ATP is, and I still remember which court and when I was 5 and at court 3, and then I start hitting tennis balls, and it was really special for me last time playing at home, actually, with all my fans, like my friends as well, my family helping me.
Also, I wanted to ask about, you've been training at the Rafa Nadal Academy. How long have you been training there? Like, since when did you first go there?
So since young, around 9 years old, 9 to 10 years old, I have a Hong Kong coach, and then she stopped with me when I was 16, 2021, I guess, 2021 June, and then I started in Rafa's when I was, I think, 2021 October, September, more or less. So now it's almost 3 years. So it's more like two and a half, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so 2.5 years.
Okay, so so most of your tennis growth has come in Hong Kong, and then just the last few years in the academies. Yeah, so
3 years. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, how do you feel that's prepared you for stepping into the professional level, and what is it like to train with the players there, and also especially you got to train with Rafa? Tell me a bit about that.
It's really special because you can train with Rafa. I mean, he's my idol, so I always really feel so special to play with him as well, and get to know him as a person. And he really gave me a few tips as well sometimes during training or even off court when I meet him in the gym. So yeah, in Rafa's we have a really good team, and I have a really good team as well, my coach and different help resources, and I think it's really the best for me at the moment.
Okay, great. And what about your hopes in this tournament? Do you think you can win the tournament?
Hopefully, I think I want to go step by step, because this is the first tournament of the Asian Swing, and I was in Miami, and then I did a 1 week training block in Rafa's, and then I just got back to Asia, so it's where closer to home, and then in Shenzhen and Guangzhou is literally 30 minutes from Hong Kong, and yeah, I'm really excited to go back home. I haven't seen my family in a while, so yeah.
So you mean when you have you're going to play the Challenger circuit in Asia, and yes, you'll probably have a chance to go home. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Yeah,
because it's Shenzhen and Guangzhou Challengers is literally really close. It's border of Hong Kong. So I will have a chance after to go back, and then go back to clay, and then go for Roland. Yeah.
Roland Garros.
Yeah, so Roland Garros.
Cool. And then, is this your first time here in Korea? Is it?
Hello and welcome to this Tennis Asia TV live watch along for the quarterfinal clash at the US Open between Karolina Muchova and Naomi Osaka. Obviously a huge match for both players, especially now that we've obviously seen that Iga Świątek has lost in straight sets to Amanda Anisimova. So that was obviously something that not everyone was expecting at this point. And that's opened the way for each of these two players, Muchova and Osaka. Muchova is the 11th seed. Naomi Osaka is the 23rd seed.
Naomi rising, of course, into that seeded spot on the back of a runner-up spot in Montreal, where she lost out. So great chance for each of these players to make it through to a semi-final of a Grand Slam here at the US Open. Because obviously a chance against Amanda Anisimova. Obviously Naomi, former champion twice in 2018 and in 2020. She's not made a Grand Slam final since 2021. That was at the Australian Open. So obviously this is a huge moment for her in her career, because obviously she had that time out and she's come back, and it's taken her a long time. This is the furthest that Naomi has been at a major since that Australian Open win in 2021. Since then, she had the struggles. I mean, it's been third round, second round, or first round losses. But interestingly, this match against Muchova is one that is a rematch of one that happened not too long ago at the Australian Open. And that was a match which Naomi Osaka actually came out on top in. And actually, I would say that was probably maybe the start of Naomi's, a rise this year again to becoming a sort of an elite player. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do. Actually, I think that, obviously with the style, I mean, the players are just about to start playing now. They've finished the warm-up. Obviously, Naomi has been playing fantastic in terms of the tennis that she's been bringing so far. That she's been hitting so well from the baseline. She dominated Coco Gauff. Obviously, here as well, Karolina, she's got a point to prove. She's got an exciting all-court style. And when she's on, she's on. Each of these players have played each other. They've played each other 4 times. And we can get up the actual head-to-head if you want to see it. So the head-to-head is in front of you now. Obviously, that most recent match, it was Muchova was up a set 6-1, but Osaka did really well to come back in that Australian Open match. To 6-1, 6-3, and she really upped her game, because obviously Muchova was playing very well in that first set, and that for me though was maybe the start of seeing her becoming back to this top level again, because she's obviously struggled in the slams and in the bigger tournaments, and it felt like just having been down in that match and then coming back, she did really well to come back. As you see, if you look back, I mean, it's Muchova who actually beat her last year at the Australian Open 6-3, 7-6 in the round of 64. And it's already love 15 actually to Muchova at this point. So Muchova, she also had a win on clay, and Osaka won their first match at the US Open Cincinnati back in 2020. That was played on the US Open courts. So, Osaka's wins have come in 3 sets. And so it's not been easy for her. And Muchova also getting win on clay in here last year in straight sets. So, this is not necessarily going to be an easy match. Muchova on her day, she's a tremendous player, and she can beat pretty much anyone. So, but at the moment, you would expect, I think, Osaka to be the favorite going into this one because of the way that she's played so far in this tournament. So it is 30-15. Decent start now for Naomi Osaka. Let's try and get the scores up for you. And you should be able to see the score there. It's 30 all in this quarterfinal clash at the US Open. And that was a decent return there from Muchova that causes Naomi to make the error into the net. So, difficult one there for her to deal with. And now it is 30-40. Break point early on for Karolina Muchova. Serve goes into the net. It will be a second serve for the Japanese player, the 2-time former champion at the US Open.
And it's a fairly tame second serve, but it is returned, and we are into the rally. Forehand from Osaka, trading forehands. And she goes inside out this time, and that was a great shot. Opens up the court, and then she goes back in straight. And that is a great forehand winner there from Osaka. Back in behind Muchova. It's juice. Already a good start here in the match in terms of the quality, in terms of, you know, decent plays. And that was a good rally. And a good one for Osaka to win under pressure. First serve from Naomi Osaka. It is out long again. So we're going to have another second serve. It is returned by Muchova, but it's difficult to deal with Osaka. But we're in the rally now. Backhand into the forehand of Muchova. Backhand from Osaka. Forehand from Muchova. Forehand from Osaka across court. And it does bring the error from Muchova into the net. That was a nice cross-court forehand from Osaka on the run. 11-shot rally. She gets the point. It's advantage Osaka. Osaka looking sharp. She was being tested here early on by Muchova. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'd like to hear what you have, your thoughts on the match. If you've got any questions, please let us know. You can also leave a donation or subscribe to us as well. Yeah. So second serve from Osaka, and it's returned out by Muchova. So first game is held by Naomi Osaka. 1-0. Fans still, streaming back into the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Yeah, they haven't just watched that quarterfinal clash between Anisimova and Swiatek that finished 6-4, 6-3 to the American player. And of course, coming after that Wimbledon final, which Anisimova lost in straight sets, double bagel, 6-love, 6-love. So, yeah, great for Anisimova to be able to turn that around. And of course, Iga Swiatek was, many people's pick for the title, obviously, in the back of the North American swing that she's had. So, I mean, yeah, many people, including myself, were picking her for the title. She is out. And it's given a huge opportunity for the remaining players. Obviously, Aryna Sabalenka, the number one seed, remains in there, and she will be the favorite. She has to play Jessica Pegula, but it's going to be Muchova or Osaka who will take on Anisimova. And it's a huge opportunity for each of these players to try and make their final here. And it's 30-love early on in this match. Muchova on her first service game, 30-love. And of course, this is actually the third time that it would be the third time that Muchova makes the semifinals if she does get through. Fell at the semifinals in 2023 and 2024. She was also a semi-finalist at the Australian Open in 2021 and finished the runner-up at the French Open in 2023. So she's been knocking on the door in the slams, but hasn't been able to make or win a slam title. And it's 40-love at the moment. We are in an extended rally, but that ends with this slice from Muchova and then the forehand error into the net from Naomi Osaka. So perhaps that's something that we might be able to see a little bit from, Muchova. She's got an all-court game, and so she can, use the variety. So she's a dangerous player, and when she's on, she's a very difficult player to deal with. But I think Naomi, she's obviously got great power and been serving very well. She maybe not been serving that well so far in this match, but it's early days. And yeah, I mean, I think she's been so solid behind the baseline. So if she can bring that kind of level again, you'd probably expect her to be able to get the win. But as I say, with Muchova, you just don't quite know. Another deep forehand there draws the error from Muchova. It's 15-love. Oh yeah, that was nice there from Muchova. Her taking that forehand early, explosive forehand, and then yeah, she comes out on top. It's 15-all. It's a good quality match early on. I mean, perhaps what many would have expected, but it is delivering so far. Let's see how exciting this match is going to get. Good first serve from Naomi, but it is finished with a 1-2 with the forehand. So 30-15. Good first serve from Naomi Osaka. It is returned though. We are in a rally. Forehand from Osaka. Forehand from Muchova going up the line. Oh, that's a great backhand passing shot as Muchova was coming into the net. Muchova gets a racket to it, but it, drops into the net. So that is a good point there from Naomi Osaka. 40-15. Yeah, she was ready for that, Naomi. So obviously, Muchova trying to make the move forward there, but Osaka was wise to it. And then she follows that up with an ace to bring it to game point. And so that is 2-1 early to Naomi Osaka, the 23rd seed. It's going to be interesting to see, obviously. I mean, I think this definitely changes things now because obviously with Iga out, it presents a huge opportunity for them. I think, obviously Naomi's done, increasingly well this year, and, making that final in Montreal was huge for her. I think though, in the final though, she definitely obviously she had a bit of a meltdown, and I think she couldn't handle, obviously she had difficulty with playing in Canada against Mboko, the young 18-year-old player from Canada who obviously won the match. And she, I think maybe in that final, one of the reasons that things got to her was obviously the crowd, but also the fact that she was probably favored to win. And this has obviously been a huge moment that had been, for her making a WTA 1000 final for the first time in a long time. And, that, maybe I think maybe that pressure got to her because finally, because up until that, she was sort of playing with freedom, relaxed, and, maybe she wasn't really favored in many of those matches going through to the final, but then she does play the 18-year-old in the final. And obviously it's been so long and things got to her. So it's interesting again, obviously, I think having had that experience, that's probably going to help her going forward in terms of probably unlikely to see that again. But in terms of, it's going to be difficult if she does get through Naomi, because she will have to face an American, and Amanda Nisimova, who obviously in New York is going to get plenty of support. And obviously having beat Iga, is playing very well. And, and Nisimova, when she's on her game, she's got a tremendous, powerful game. And one of the few players, that can actually hang with Naomi at her best. So, but of course, Muchova is also one of those players, and she's going to want to try and get through here. Oh, again, Muchova making the move forward, but Naomi is dealing with it tremendously well. Oh, and she did so well there, Osaka, but then she went back in behind with the backhand, and it was just outside into the tram line. So she's just going short with that one, and unfortunately, Yeah, for Osaka, it is love 15 on the Muchova serve. Looks like Priscilla Hon was there. I think, is she in Muchova's box? Priscilla Hon, of course, the Australian player. And that was a good serve out wide. And yeah, Muchova makes a move forward, but it was chipped high into the air. But Muchova does smash the ball. She does well to readjust and smash it. Take it to 30, love. If you are watching, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are watching and you have any thoughts, please leave your comments and ask any questions you have. Tennis Asia TV, we are focusing on Asian players and the tournaments in Asia for the most part. And obviously here we've got the Japanese. Number 1 against Karolina Muchova, the Japanese two-time former champion at the US Open. That was a slice bringing the error on the forehand side from Osaka into the net. It is 40 love to Karolina Muchova, Czech player. Czech player, of course, you know, the Czechs have had a tremendous number of players. For a country that's only got a population of 11 million, yeah, plenty of players from that region. And also Yuri Lehechka making the quarterfinals on the men's side this time. Second serve it will be for Muchova. She goes out wide, but it is a great return from Naomi. Oh, nice rally here. Both stretching each other. Backhand up the line from Osaka. That was brilliant. She stepped in. She had the opportunity. She went over the high part of the net. Backhand up the line. It's a winner. 15-40 now. I mean, early on, we've already had some pretty nice rallies, you know, variety, movement around the court, you know, testing each other. Muchova to serve, 40-15. Good return from Naomi. She comes stretching off the drop shot from Muchova. Oh, that was Naomi being tested at the net. And eventually it is Muchova who comes out on top and holds. It is 2 games all. And yes, it is very interesting early on. Muchova has come to play, but Naomi also looking sharp here. So Osaka now to serve. I don't know if she looks a little bit agitated maybe early here. Maybe no, but we'll see. First serve from Osaka. It is well served. That's in the box and it's unreturned by Muchova. 15 love. So yeah, huge opportunity for each of these players. No Iga Swiatek standing in their way. It will be Amanda Anisimova who either of them would face in that semi-final for a chance to make, you know, for Osaka, the first US Open final in 5 years. And for Muchova, her first ever. So 30 love now to Osaka. And of course, Aryna Sabalenka, number 1 seed, will face off against Jessica Pegula, who hadn't been in particularly great form coming in. But of course, she made the final last year, Pegula, and is obviously a home player from New York. So she is going to have plenty of support, and it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, obviously, still Sabalenka the massive favorite in that final, in that semi-final. But and of course, Sabalenka desperate, absolutely desperate to actually make, you know, the US Open final and take the title. So, you know, she hasn't been, you know, she's had a good year. She did win the title last year, but it's, I mean, yeah, this year, but in terms of, you know, not having won a slam at all, which would be great, you know, and disappointing, even though she is the number 1 player. I mean, She had opportunities and it didn't come to fruition. But that was a good service hold again from Naomi Osaka. She takes it and she leads 3-2. So Naomi, Japanese #1, as I say, she's very much, it's not been easy for her, since coming back really to the tour full time last year. It's been very inconsistent, but to her credit, she has stuck at it, and she's, she finds herself up coming into this tournament as 24th seed off the back of a great run in Montreal, finishing runner-up to Mboko. But she had a great run there, and she sort of carried on where she left off there in terms of the level of play that she's brought. It's been really strong so far in this tournament. As you can see, there is the draw at the moment for the US Open. You can see there that it's certainly opened up in terms of Muchova and Osaka will have to go through and play Amanda Anisimova. Yes, that is Iga Swiatek. Do not adjust your screens. Iga Swiatek went out in straight sets to Amanda Anisimova, the player that Swiatek beat 6-love, 6-love in the Wimbledon final. Well, and great for Anisimova to be able to shake that off and turn things around with a great victory over the #2 seed. And yeah, but that just, makes things a little bit different because, if Osaka goes in against Anisimova, it's going to be a different opportunity. Certainly going to be more favored against Anisimova than she would have been against Swiatek. And yes, Karolina Muchova is out for the second set to commence. So, yeah, Muchova to serve. First serve is in. Returned well from Naomi Osaka. Oh, she hits a backhand, and that's a beautiful backhand up the line from Osaka, which, Muchova just can't get to. So it's love 15 early on in this Muchova service game, and a little opportunity perhaps as Osaka bounces up and down on the baseline in her purple dress. Okay, first serve now from Muchova. It goes out. She was going wide there on the ad side. So, second serve it will be from Muchova. Second serve. She takes while with her ball toss, but she does serve, and it is served in, but it, Naomi goes big there, but it goes long, so it's 15-all. Muchova going right down in the middle there into the body, and it obviously worked out well for her. So 15-all, another service for Karolina Muchova. It is served well and returned pretty well by Naomi Osaka. And now we are in an extended rally. Oh, that was again Muchova coming in to the net with that opportunity. Osaka makes the backhand, but it goes into the net. She did pass well with the backhand cross-court earlier on, but this time the one up the line going into the net. It's 30-15 Muchova. So again, Muchova. That was a great serve out wide this time. And it's 40-15. Yeah, unreturned serve there. Another good serve out wide this time on the deuce side. It's returned from Osaka, but Muchova goes back in behind Osaka with the forehand, and that one just drops in the corner, just inside the court. So very nicely done from Muchova. It's 3-all. Yeah, Muchova stretching a little bit at the back of the court. I don't know if it's her groin. Looking a little bit uncomfortable, obviously, maybe a little bit of muscle strain there, but at the moment, I don't think looking too uncomfortable, but maybe a little bit of a concern going forward. Something to keep an eye on, but at the moment, she is doing well. It's 3 games all, but this time, it's Osaka who serves on the juice side, out wide. That's another ace. First serve again from Osaka. It is in. Chip return from Muchova. We are in the rally now. Backhand from Osaka. Backhand from Muchova. Backhand from Osaka. Slice there on the backhand side from Muchova. But it's okay. Back into the rally. And it's a backhand error there from Osaka. Into the net. 15 all. Yeah, good serve there from Osaka. Muchova fails to return it. 30-15. So, I think it'd be crucial for Osaka to get to this 7th game. If she can get this on the board, then she'll have an opportunity to return on the Muchova serve. Great pressure she can create there and try and serve out the set if she does break. Good return there from Muchova on the second serve, going very aggressive again. It's 30 all. Crucial point in the match here. It's been a close match. First serve from Osaka. She goes down the tee this time, and that is well done. 111 miles per hour. That serve down the tee. Muchova can't return that. So 40-30. Good serve there from Naomi Osaka, but it is chip return from Muchova. We're in the forehand to forehand battle now. Forehand from Muchova. She goes up the line. Backhand up the line from Osaka. And that's brilliantly done from Naomi Osaka. Superbly done. And that's her mum looking on, clapping, giving an applause. Yeah, it's 4-3 to Naomi Osaka. Crucial for her to get to that
Sorry, just had to take a little break there, as it's 30 love now on the Muchova serve in this 8th game of the match. And Muchova will have to take a second serve here. It returned well from Naomi Osaka, but it does well. Muchova, she does well to go back in behind Naomi and then come into the net and finish with a nice little volley on the backhand side. So 40 love to the Czech player. So Muchova to serve now. Good first serve, and it can't be returned there. It was interesting. Muchova was coming in there for the volley, but she doesn't have to make one. So, yeah, another good service hold from Muchova. It's 4 games all. Neither player blinking at the moment. And if we get the stats up there, obviously, on your screens, you can see players being pretty serve dominant. Only the 1 break point created, and that was from Muchova earlier on. Yeah, Muchova going big there, but with the forehand up the line, and it was long past the baseline. 15 love to Naomi Osaka early in this service game. Oh, going big down the tee there, Naomi, but it is out. It will be a second serve. Second serve, Naomi Osaka. Down the middle, and that is beautifully returned there. Return winner from Muchova, who just steps inside and, casually redirects the ball on the forehand side onto the line. That was beautiful placement. 15 all. And a good rally here on the forehands being exchanged there, being traded between Osaka and Muchova. And another error there from Osaka, so it's 15-30. And a chance here now for Muchova, I think, half a chance. Muchova, I think, has been pretty good so far, but that is a great way for Naomi Osaka to respond with an ace down the tee. It's 30 all, and that was great from the 2-time champion. This time on the on the juice side, Osaka going out wide, but it is out. It will be a second serve. It is in, and we are into a rally now. Osaka going inside out on the forehand, and that was beautifully executed. Muchova tries the slice, but it doesn't go over the net. 40-30 Osaka. And I felt like there's moments there when Muchova was trying to step it up, and both players have played at a high level, but I've been impressed with how Osaka, just as Muchova was about to sort of create some pressure, she's been able to handle it. That's another great first serve. Oh, but it's returned well from Muchova, and we are in an extended rally here. Oh, but eventually Osaka comes out on top. And again, Muchova making things difficult. I mean, she's got the variety. She was going there for the little drop shot there, but Osaka moves forward to finish off with a forehand winner. And you have to say, Muchova is doing well here, but Osaka is handling it also very well. Just going to take a short break for a moment during this break. I am just back now. So we are still at the break. It's 5-4 to Naomi Osaka. She's just one game away from taking this opening set in this quarterfinal match at the US Open. Of course, on Arthur Ashe Stadium. It's been a pretty good quality match so far. Obviously, big serve and incredible baseline tennis from the former champion Naomi Osaka, but Muchova, her all-court game, and she's been using it, trying to be aggressive and come into the net where possible and mix up the play with the slices, using her variety. And she has tested Naomi, but Naomi's handled it very well. So here we are. It's 5-4 now. Muchova to stay in this first set. Karolina Muchova, the Czech 11th seed, to serve right now. Feels like a crucial point in the match, this. She does serve. It is returned well from Naomi. Forehand's being traded. Forehand from Muchova. Forehand, change of direction there from Naomi Osaka. She gets a opportunity to step in. Now she's on top of the rally. Can she finish off? The ball goes high from Muchova. Is she going to smash it? Naomi can finish it with a smash. Oh, Muchova got to it, and she almost got to it and made a tremendous counter-punching winner there. But it is Osaka who does come out on top. It's love 15 on the Muchova serve, and this is an opportunity now for Naomi Osaka you've got to feel. Yeah, body language looking positive here from Naomi Osaka as she waits to receive this Muchova serve. Muchova to serve right now. The first serve. It goes, oh, it is in. Oh, and she was under pressure. Good return from Osaka. Muchova tries to go quickly with the backhand up the line. The 1-2 punch, but it goes into the net, and now it's love 30. And that was a good first serve and a good return there from Osaka that made that happen. So here we are, love 30. 2 points away from this first set, Naomi Osaka. Muchova to serve. First serve comes. Oh no, she checks her ball toss and she's going to start again. Muchova to serve. Oh, it's into the net. So it will be a second serve at this crucial point in the match. Love 30. Muchova is going to take that second serve. Osaka's there to return. She returns it well, and it draws the forehand error from Muchova. Osaka lets out a scream of come on, and she has 3 set points. Just kind of felt that was coming. You know, because Muchova was asking questions of Osaka, and Osaka was answering them well. And when Osaka got to this final game, he just felt that she was going to step it up. But on that ad side, Muchova hits a serve, and it's an ace out wide. That's worked pretty well for us so far in this match. 15-40. Still 2 more set points, though, for Naomi Osaka. First serve from Muchova does go down the middle this time, but it is returned okay from Osaka. We are in an extended rally, and that is a forehand on the run, which draws the error from Muchova, and it is the first set, 6-4 to Naomi Osaka. The Japanese number 1 takes the first set, 6-4, and that was you have to say it was a very good first set from, you know, the 2-time champion, the Japanese number 1. She played a great set, I thought. I mean, Muchova is a difficult player. You know, such great variety, good power as well off the back of the court. Tries to be aggressive, and I thought she played a good match. She did test Osaka. She got the first one to create a break point early on, but Osaka, whenever those tough moments came, she dealt with it well, either through her serves or, you know, her ability to get into the baseline rallies and come out on top. 11 winners to Osaka to just 8 from Muchova. 4 unforced errors, 6 from Osaka, just the 4 from Muchova. So only, you know, few unforced errors from both players, but Osaka with a little bit better ratio, I guess, in terms of the number of winners. So, yeah, first serve won 79% to Muchova and 78%
to Osaka. So those are high numbers, and yeah, it's been a good high quality match, but it's Osaka who comes out on top. And yeah, I think obviously this is a nighttime session in Arthur Ashe Stadium. I think it's been a good match so far for the spectators. Perhaps many of the spectators are of a more neutral nature. They would like it to go to 3 sets and maybe see Muchova take this set, but I'm sure the many Japanese fans probably watching on in this stream would like Osaka to get it done in 2 sets. So yeah, I mean, at the moment it's looking good, and Muchova, and unfortunately for her, she's actually struggling a little bit physically, and she's going off the court now to get some treatment. So yeah, she was sort of walking awkwardly and stretching, and I think maybe has a bit of muscle strain in her groin or leg somewhere, and yeah, she's going off court now, so we might have an extended break at the moment. So yeah, maybe some time is going to pass by before the second set starts. I mean, I have to say, pretty strong performance from Osaka. And I'm assuming she knows that Swiatek has lost. I mean, maybe not, but she might not actually, because I mean, some players, they don't want necessarily to know too much before going on in the other matches, but obviously a huge opportunity in there. And I'm going to share with you this draw here. Obviously, you can see that there. You can see that draw there. So huge opportunity now for Naomi if she does make it through this match. It's Amanda Anisimova awaits in the semifinals, not Iga Swiatek, who was the favorite, many people's favorites before this tournament to take the title, including my favorite. I picked Iga to win the title. I also picked Elena Rybakina to make the final, and she's gone out early. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen? Aryna Sabalenka, she is the number 1 player and the number 1 seed here. She has had a great year, but hasn't won a slam. So she'll be desperate to get her second US Open title here, but she will take on Jessica Pegula. And obviously, either of these players, whoever goes through, will have to face an American. And the same for the other player in the other match. So that's also never easy. In New York, obviously, there could be a lot of support for the home player. The crowd could be pretty rowdy as well. And I think, both players, Pegula and Anisimova, playing well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Definitely. Obviously, Anisimova and Pegula would be under a lot of pressure in terms of, they haven't won a slam before. So that would, big moments for them. But Sabalenka, of course, desperate to get her title. And Osaka as well, if she does make it through, she hasn't won a slam title since the 2021 Australian Open. And the last time, that was the last time, she'd even been a semi-final on that run. So yeah, even if Osaka wins this, it's huge for her. But also, Osaka hasn't won a title since 2021, a slam title. And she, last won the US Open 5 years ago in 2020. So, yeah, a lot has happened since then. Obviously, she came back having spent time out from the game due to her pregnancy. I mean, even before that, she had struggled a bit for form. So that's why it's been so long. And actually, she's done very well to, obviously, really since coming back full time to the tour last year to actually, because it hasn't been easy. She's worked her way back up. She even dropped down to the WTA 125 challenger level. So she, won a title there in Saint Malo on the clay. So she's been willing to put in the hours and drop down a level, for the sake of her game. And she did make great strides in her game on the clay. Still struggled on the grass, but, obviously hard courts is where her game really excels. 4-time major winner on the hard courts, but here she is in doing so well in this quarterfinal 5 years after she won the title. And Muchova is off the court getting a medical timeout, probably getting
massage or some treatment because she's had pains, muscle pains, I think in her leg. Osaka was having some time to practice serves there because it's been quite a long time that Muchova has been off the court. So, yes, taking time, but apparently it shouldn't be any more than 5 seconds now for the medical timeout from Muchova. I guess that's for her to get treatment, and she should be coming back onto the court anyway sometime soon. Yeah, so Naomi, I mean, very impressive. Like it's because it's been a long time that, like before this, run to the final in Montreal that she had, and obviously this great run here in the US Open, we'd seen how good Osaka could be, but only in moments in certain matches. She just hasn't had the consistency, and she'd seemed to have various mental struggles. She'd seemed to be very harsh in her comments that she made about how she felt and how she performed. Comments that she's made publicly. But Naomi, I think she started to look more like that tough old self again. When I was making predictions before this tournament, I thought Osaka could maybe, she has a chance to go long and maybe be one of those players that trouble Iga. Iga's out of the tournament anyway, so that doesn't matter. But, this is a huge opportunity for her. No doubt that she has the game to trouble and beat any player in the world, but it was just a question of being able to do it consistently, to go on a run and to be able to win a big tournament. Great run in Montreal, ultimately finishing runner-up. But she'll be wanting to go and take the title this time. Osaka starts off there, first serve out wide on the ad side, and it's 15-love, unreturned serve. And another serve. Oh, she checks her ball toss. So, yeah, first serve from Naomi Osaka. That was better, but it goes just long as she goes down the tee. Second serve it will be. And it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. I think Naomi might want to step things up here. That was a decent return, though, from Muchova, who comes into the net and very aggressive. Oh, that's a fantastic point there. Won by Karolina Muchova. Very aggressive, coming into the net. And she had to finish, hit the volleys many times. Osaka was doing well to handle what Muchova was bringing. And then eventually it's Muchova who finishes with the volley at the net. So Muchova still coming to play here and still keeping that aggression up. She's won 7 out of 9 points at the net. So obviously it's working well for her in general. First serve out. So it's going to be a second serve here from Naomi Osaka. Oh, but that is long. The loopy serve goes down the middle, but it's long. So it's 15-30. A little bit of pressure early on for Naomi Osaka early in this second set. But she goes down the tee and it is returned well from Muchova. But eventually, yeah, Naomi gets the opportunity with a shorter ball. She goes inside out, short ball on the forehand. Well done from Osaka, 30 all. Yeah, the first serve down the tee again goes long. Second serve again from Osaka in this first service game of the second set. Good return there from Muchova. And she comes into the net to finish with the volley as well. That was well done from Muchova. And she creates a break point, 30-40. I believe it was 30-40 in the last break point that she created in the first set, but she wasn't able to take that. And that was the only previous break point that Muchova had made. So pressure early on again here for Osaka in this second set. Oh, but it's a good serve down the middle again. Muchova had taken a step the wrong way. And yeah, that serve went right past Muchova, an ace there from Osaka. And so yeah, it's been just those, whenever Muchova's been creating like pressure, it just seems like Osaka's being able to handle it well, either with a good serve or with her play from the baseline. Second serve, Naomi Osaka. Good return up the line there, stepping in again up the line on the forehand side, Muchova. And she's done that a few times, and Osaka looks annoyed, let's say. She can't believe that's happened again. She's disappointed she'd made that too easy for Muchova, who just redirects beautifully up the line. Another break point for Muchova. First serve, Naomi Osaka. Oh, she went huge down the middle, but it's long. So pressure again. It's going to be a second serve. Another break point opportunity for Karolina Muchova. Returned well from Muchova, but it is back into the rally now. Oh, the forehand goes deep and it draws the error from Osaka, so it's a break. Muchova gets the break in the first game of this second set. Her box looking very content there. The Australian player, Priscilla Hon, watching on in Karolina Muchova's box, I guess, they must be friends, right? So, yeah, great way for the Czech to start off this second set. Obviously, having gone off the court for that medical timeout. She's got some strapping on her left upper thigh there. So, great start for Muchova. Obviously, she has played very well, I think, in this match. And, I've been impressed with the way Osaka's handled it. Now she's under pressure. How's she going to handle that? Down a break in this second set. Oh, that was the first serve quite far out, wide and long there from Muchova. So second serve. Oh yeah, that was a forehand error there from Osaka. It went into the baseline rally, but love 15 now. 15 love, I should say, Muchova. First serve from Muchova, returned by Naomi Osaka. We're on an extended rally now, and it eventually ends in a forehand error from Karolina Muchova. So, yeah, it's 15-all. So, obviously, Muchova went off court for a medical timeout. She has that strapping on her leg. She did look like she might be struggling a little bit. Obviously, that was a long medical timeout, and I just wonder if that was getting into Osaka's mind a little bit. 15-all here, though, and it will be a second serve on the Muchova serve. So let's see if Osaka can get back into this. She returns well, and we are in a rally again. Backhand from Osaka, or slice backhand there from Muchova. Now forehand to forehand, and forehand up the line there from Naomi Osaka. Beautifully redirected up the line. It's 15-30. Perhaps a little chance here now for Osaka to get the immediate break back. Just a beautiful, beautiful timing from Naomi Osaka. She hit some of the cleanest strokes in the game, among men or women. Good return. Oh, she does come forward, and it is finished off by Naomi Osaka. It's going to be 15-40. 2 breakback points immediately after getting broken in that first game of this second set. Yeah, so 2 breakback points here for the Japanese number 1. Muchova now serving. First serve is in. Naomi returns it well. And it brings the error from Muchova. So it is an immediate boomerang break back for Naomi Osaka. She screams, "Come on." And yeah, it's back at 1-1. Let's see if Osaka can now hold. I mean, that's sort of, pretty much a, sort of microcosm of the match, and that, it has been a competitive match, and Muchova has done well, but every time there's been like a little bit of pressure or an opportunity, Osaka's been handling what Muchova has been giving her. And yeah, that was obviously getting the break and breaking straight back is, very much in keeping with that. And that's an ace to start off with Osaka, 15-love. So great response from her. Another big "come on," she shouts. Yeah, another good serve, this time out wide on the ad side. And it can't be returned by Muchova, 30-love. Second serve it will be, though, for Naomi. Oh, she checks her ball toss again. So taking a bit longer. Second serve is nice. Whip on that ball. Oh, lovely forehand up the line, back in behind Naomi Osaka. So it's 30-15. Yeah, that was really well done by Muchova, being able to get that ball. Osaka goes big up the middle again, but it is wide. So she will have another second serve to take. Muchova waiting in anticipation for the return. She does step inside and uses the forehand, but it goes wide. So 40-15 to Osaka. Yeah, Muchova, I mean, I do think she's like grimacing a little bit. I think she's trying not to show too much that she's in pain, but let's see. And that's eventually finished off with a beautifully redirected backhand cross court. The winner from a Naomi Osaka. And it's 2-1 to the Japanese player in this second set. 6-4, 2-1 she leads. And yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I think at this point, it's really about Naomi. She just has to try and get into the rallies. And she, she'd maybe be favored anyway in those extended baseline rallies. But if she's able to make Muchova move, Muchova's a bit physically hampered. You have to say that that's going to favor Naomi Osaka. And I'd imagine she's going to keep trying to do that. Make Muchova move. And yeah, it's looking great so far for Osaka to be able to make her first semi-final since winning the Australian Open in 2021. She hasn't been at this stage of a Grand Slam for that long. I mean, even since then, she hasn't been past, before this tournament, she hasn't been past even a third round at a major since winning the Australian Open in 2021. So it's taken some time, but Osaka has started to reach that sort of elite level that allowed her to win those majors. And that run in Montreal, it was just a big question of whether she's going to be able to back that up. Obviously, that was a breakthrough for her, but it was difficult certainly for me to believe that, she's at that headspace, she's at that, not just headspace, but, the consistency in her game that she's able to go on another run. But she's proving me, she's showing me that she absolutely can. And So first game, second Muchova game, service game, but she wins the first point, 15-love. First serve from Muchova, 15-love. Oh, she goes out wide this time and wanted to come to the net, but it is out. Second serve it will be. Good return there from Naomi Osaka. We're in the baseline rally now. Good forehand there, back up the line from Muchova, which draws the error on the backhand side from Osaka. It is 30-love. Yeah, Muchova brilliantly able to take that ball early on the forehand side up the line. We've seen that several times. It's a great part of her game. And of course, she'll be wanting to keep the points shorter like that. She doesn't want to get into too many extended rallies. It's a good return there from Osaka, and we are in a rally now. Oh, drop shot there from Muchova. Oh, lovely point here. Wow. Oh, and it's back into the baseline. Oh, eventually it's an error there on the forehand side from Osaka. I mean, Osaka did so well to keep it going because she was drawn into the net with a drop shot and then lobbed and then got a deep ball back. But it was a 15-shot rally, and Muchova is the one who comes out on top. So it's 40-love, and you have to say that was great. I mean, Muchova, if she is injured, she's still able to handle some very good points here. I mean, I was questioning whether she is injured. She obviously is struggling with something. Second serve now for Muchova, 40-love. Good return but from Naomi Osaka. That's a great return winner. Yeah, perfectly executed forehand. It's now 40-15. First serve. Oh, she again checks her ball toss. This seems to be happening increasingly. But the first serve from Muchova, returned from Osaka, but it's not good enough. And eventually, Muchova wins the point, and she holds. It's 2 games all in this second set. They both traded breaks in the first 2 games, but holding in consecutive holds there from the players. So yeah, 2 games on. Osaka will come out to serve again. Coming back from the towel box. So serve from Osaka down the tee, and it can't be returned from Muchova. So 15-love. So it's an interesting one, this, because obviously we know that Muchova does have some physical struggle there, but she's still been able to hang in here. So, oh, that's a great 1-2. The serve out wide, followed up by the backhand up the line from Osaka, 30-love. But obviously, I mean, it's not that easy, I think, yeah, if you're the opponent, to think, well, yeah, she's injured. I mean, you obviously can't, you know that, but it's, you can't really let your guard down because she's still playing. And that's just indicative there. I mean, that was a good point there from Muchova, going back in behind Osaka again with the forehand, and it's 30-15. First serve from Osaka, 30-15. Yeah, good down the tee. And yeah, Muchova can't return that well. So it's 40-15. Serve from Osaka. Oh, into the net. Second serve it will be. Second serve from Naomi Osaka. Returned well from Karolina Muchova. And yeah, that's enough to draw the error from Osaka. 40-30. Yeah, so 40-30 here. Can Osaka get it done and hold? Good serve down the tee. It is returned, but is it enough? Oh yeah, the rally continues. Muchova holds on. We're now into a rally. Backhand. Oh, great backhand there from Muchova. Oh, well, she was going to get some luck from the net cord, but then eventually it was finished off by Naomi Osaka as she has to sprint forward. And yeah, she does finish off on that forehand side, and she holds 3-2. Just going to take a little break here. Sorry to keep you waiting there. We are at 15-all in this Muchova service game, and she just took another point there, coming forward and finishing with the forehand to that 30-15 Muchova. So definitely crucial moments here in this match. First serve from Muchova. It's a fairly soft one there from her. We are in the rally. And eventually it ends with an error from Naomi Osaka. So 40-15 to Muchova. Yeah, Muchova perhaps physically hampered, but still hanging in here and doing well. Second serve it will be, though, at 40-15. And it will be a let as that service bounces off the net cord into the service box. 40-15, second serve again for Muchova. Returned well from Naomi Osaka. Oh, but forehand error from her, surprisingly into the net. She was in control there. And yeah, Muchova just making another ball, just asking questions. And it's 3-all. Yeah, so if you are watching, wherever you are from, you can leave a comment. Tell us where you're watching from. Are you in Japan? Are you in another country? Are you in the US? Where are you watching from? Leave your comments. How do you think this match is going? Do you think Naomi is going to win the match? Do you think Muchova is going to come back? First serve down the middle from Naomi Osaka. It is into a rally, though, as Muchova returns well, and she uses the backhand slice there. Oh, Naomi redirects up the backhand side and then goes back in behind Muchova, who is running back into the space. And yeah, that was really well done from Osaka, who wins the first point of this service game, 15-love. Yeah, great serve down the tee there from Osaka on the ad side. Simply unreturnable. 103 miles per hour down the tee. 30-love. Another great serve down the tee, this time on the juice court. And yeah, it allows her to step inside and finish off easily with a forehand winner. And yeah, it's 40-love, and I think getting to this crucial 4-3, if she can hold, will be important for Osaka. Serve out wide is out. It will be a second serve. Yeah, decent second serve into the body of Muchova, who directs the backhand out into the tram line. So it is a good hold again from Naomi Osaka, 4-3, and now perhaps a chance to, obviously if she can break in this next service game of Muchova, then she will serve for the match. So yes, feeling like this just might be the opportunity for her. Let's see how Muchova comes out now. She might have to do something special. And yeah, it's perhaps a bit unfortunate that Muchova has been struggling a little bit, but I think she's held her own pretty well. I mean, it has still been a pretty high quality match. I think, though, Osaka though has handled well what Muchova has thrown at her. Perhaps, a fully fit Muchova would be asking more questions, but at the moment you can't really fault Naomi for the way she's played too much. Maybe moments here or there she could have done better and would be that she'd be further ahead in this match, but at the moment she's doing very well and leads 6-4, 4-3 deservedly. Early in the morning here in Seoul, Korea, obviously same time zone as in Japan. I'm sure many people watching on as it comes up to 9:45 in the morning. Obviously, it's late in the evening it's about 8:45 in the evening, I believe, in New York on Wednesday evening. So that was returned from Naomi Osaka, and we are into a baseline rally, and eventually it is an error from Karolina Muchova on the forehand side that goes into the tram lines. So it is love 15, and a little bit of pressure surely now on the shoulders of Karolina Muchova as she basically serves more or less to stay in this match, because Osaka being able to serve out the match with the way she serves is, you'd expect her to take it. That was a let, so it will be another first serve on this ad side for Karolina Muchova. Oh, it's a serve down the tee. That was a pretty good serve, and it allows her to step inside and finish off with the forehand winner. Yeah, very good play there from Muchova, 15-all. Yeah, 15-all there. So, first serve from Muchova again. Crucial moment in the match, this. Oh, that's a good return there from Naomi Osaka. Oh, and forehand, Muchova tries to go up the line, but it's out. And yeah, 15-30 now. Osaka clearly going for this and hoping to get this done quickly. Oh, it's a first serve that goes out. She tries to go down the tee, but it's out. And it's a second serve for Karolina Muchova. Huge chance now for Naomi Osaka. Good return. And yeah, we're in a rally now. How's it going to end? Short ball. Oh, but it's hit out by Naomi Osaka. She had a chance ball, but she hits it wide with that forehand. It was short, waiting there for her. And oh, is that perhaps a crucial moment? Because obviously now we're at 30-all. It could have been 15-40. First serve now from the Czech player. Well, she checks her ball toss again. Now she'll go for the first serve. Down the tee. Oh, but it is returned from Osaka, but yeah, allows her to Muchova to step in and finish with that forehand up the winner. So 40-30 it is after being down 15-30. So another serve. First serve from Muchova. Oh, it's returned well from Osaka. She runs forward. Can she get there? Oh, and she can, but it's not with ease, and the ball goes long. So, yeah, it is 4 games all, and you have to say that was a moment I thought maybe Osaka was going to get it the break, but Muchova hangs on, and perhaps now it's pressure building on Naomi's shoulders. Yeah, Saka's got to keep her focus here. This is potentially dangerous. Obviously, if she loses this game, Osaka, Muchova will serve for the second set. It's a decent first serve. It is returned from Muchova, but it's not good enough as it allows Naomi to finish with a forehand coming on the short ball. So, 15-love. Oh, first serve out wide from Osaka, but it's out. Second serve it will be. Oh, it's returned well from Muchova. Naomi having to run forward again, but she can't get there in time. It's 15-all. It's been an engaging match, and Muchova is definitely holding her own here. And, she's kept going, in fairness to her. 15-all now. Oh, again, this time Osaka checking her ball toss. Been having quite a lot this match. First serve Naomi Osaka is in, but it is returned from Muchova. And we are in a rally now. What is Muchova going to do? She's upping the aggression. Is she going to be able to get this point? Oh, she does come in, and it does draw the forehand error from Osaka. So now she's under pressure. It's 15-30 on the Osaka serve. She's got to be feeling pressure here. Thanks, E. Thank you. Please leave a comment if you are watching. What do you think about the match? Where are you watching from? You can leave a comment, let us know. First serve from Naomi Osaka, but it's not returned well by Muchova, and it's 30-all. And again, very much in keeping with the match is, Osaka has been tested or come under a little bit of pressure. She's responded very well. An unreturnable serve there down the tee. And it's happened quite a few times. 30-all. First serve from Osaka, this time out wide. Oh, it must have been just wide because I thought that was an ace, but it will be a second serve. Second serve, Naomi Osaka. Returned well from Muchova. Muchova's going to have a chance to finish. Yes, and that's a backhand cross court, and it's going to be 30-40. A breakpoint opportunity for Muchova. We've seen that a number of times now. Muchova is rushing Osaka, and she's had quite a few break points at 30-40. Muchova. She does the chip return there, but she manages to keep the ball or keep the rally going. Oh, and Osaka's done really well there. I mean, again, that short ball, not easy. She's going with a forehand, but she does manage to finish it off with a winner. And we're back at deuce. Yeah, let's make no mistake here. Muchova has been playing well, and she has been asking questions, creating breakpoint opportunities, creating pressure for Osaka. But Osaka has actually responded pretty well. And perhaps, the Osaka of 6 months, a year, 2 years ago, she would not have responded well to that. But that was a return from Muchova, and eventually it was a backhand error going long from Osaka, and Osaka looks very upset about that. It's advantage to Muchova. But perhaps this is the moment where the dam breaks. Can Muchova actually break here? Second break point here in this game. She goes down the tee, but this time it is returned from Muchova. Wow. Osaka was going for the backhand winner up the line, but it's just wide into the tram lines. It can't have been far wide. I thought she might have made it, but it was wide, as confirmed by the replay there, the Hawkeye. And it is 5-4 to Karolina Muchova, breaking at a really crucial time. So Muchova will now serve for the second set. Yeah, very, very difficult now for Osaka. She had her opportunities. I thought perhaps she might be able to get this done in 2 sets. But now she's sitting down in the changeover, taking a bite from banana and contemplating perhaps a third set. She's going to have to break back here. Otherwise, we go to a third set. Yeah, very difficult here. And obviously, she's going to be very upset with how she handled that. Thanks, E. Watching from Brooklyn, New York. You could have been there at the stadium. I guess tickets are not that easy to come by, though, especially for a night session on Arthur Ashe at a quarterfinal, and quite expensive. So here we are. Indeed. Very expensive. I have been to the New York US Open, I should say, and it was, certainly the most expensive of the majors. It is a very expensive place, and tickets cost a lot, especially when they get resold. Second serve now for Muchova. Decent return from Naomi. And she goes back in behind with the forehand, but it is dealt with well by Muchova. But she does manage to finish off with a forehand winner. Naomi Osaka creating pressure early on in this Muchova service game. Love 15. Of course, Muchova serving for the second set. Of course, Muchova got a break in the very first game of this set, and Osaka immediately broke back. Can she do the same again? Muchova to serve. Oh, that's a great return from Naomi. Oh, this is Naomi obviously feeling the moment, being very aggressive here, but she's in the extended baseline rally. Can she finish it off? Muchova's handling it well. She redirects the backhand up the line, and that is well done from Naomi Osaka. It's love 30. And you have to say, very well done from Naomi Osaka. Obviously, a crucial point in this match. Such a huge opportunity for these players. The winner of this match will go on to play Amanda Anisimova in the semi-final. Oh, and that's going to be a second serve from Muchova. Pressure for the Czech player. Muchova serves. It's returned well from Naomi Osaka. We now are into the baseline exchange here. Osaka with the forehand cross court. Now she's got the opportunity to go long on the forehand. She does it, Is she going to finish it off? She does. She has to come to a very short ball, but of course it was easily finished off by Osaka. It's love 40, 3 break back points for Naomi Osaka. And you have to say, again, whenever she's been under pressure or had those questions asked of her by Muchova, she's responded very well. And as I said, you know, it's a mark of a good player. It's like the big moments, how do you respond? And obviously, she's a 4-time major champion. She's got that within her. Oh, and it's another first serve fault, so it will be a second serve again from Karolina Muchova. And she checks her ball toss. That's perhaps not a good sign from her point of view. Let's see how she does here. Oh, it's returned well from Naomi Osaka. We're still on the rally. Backhand to backhand exchange. So backhand up the line there from Osaka. She's now on the forehand side. Oh, and Muchova tries to go up the line with that forehand, which has worked very well from her, but it goes into the tram lines, and Naomi Osaka breaks back. It's 5 games all. And I think perhaps Muchova just struggling a bit there on that forehand side. Don't know if that might be perhaps because of that little injury there, that niggle that she's carrying. So let's see if Osaka can take the lead again in this second set. It's 5 games all. Second serve from Osaka. But the return does go long from Muchova. Big scream of come on from Naomi Osaka. Obviously feeling the moment. Oh, second serve long there. So another double fault for Naomi Osaka. It's 15 all. I mean, there hasn't been too many double faults, has there? Was that perhaps just the second double fault of the match? Oh, chip return from Muchova, but Naomi Osaka hits the forehand into the net. She should have done better there, and it's 15-30. Again, pressure for her. Yeah, she's been strong in this match so far, but perhaps wobbling a little bit at the tail end of this second set. Oh, that was a good first serve, but it is returned from Muchova. She's using... Oh, she was using the slice on the backhand side, Muchova, but Osaka is there waiting and redirects with the backhand up the line, topspin backhand up the line, and that was beautifully executed. She hits a winner to make it 30 all. Wow. I mean, Muchova has been hitting some excellent shots, but just the way Naomi managed to redirect that backhand into the corner, I think that must have been on the line. I mean, that's just stellar play, really. I mean, on the back foot there. I mean, that just opens up the court for her to finish off that winner on the forehand side. And you have to say, beautifully executed from Naomi Osaka to bring it to 40-30. Yeah, crucial moments here. Game point for Naomi Osaka. First serve she takes. Down the tee. Oh, it's returned well from Muchova. and she has an opportunity to come forward, and she finishes off with the forehand up the line, and so it's deuce. Yeah, this is really interesting now. Serve down the tee, but it's chipped back from Muchova. She's doing that better with more frequency now. Oh, and eventually it's a forehand error as Osaka tries to go big up into that corner, into the far corner, and she is under pressure again. Another breakpoint opportunity for Muchova. Osaka could really do with a big first serve here. And she does go down the tee. It is big, but Muchova does well to return it. And that is a beautiful forehand winner there from Osaka. Under pressure. Obviously, she'd made the error on the forehand side in the previous point, but she responds well. Beautiful forehand winner there from Osaka. And, you know, that is, again, just her responding well under pressure. So, good first serve from Osaka. It is returned, though. Oh, and the backhand back in behind Muchova goes long. Well, that wasn't so good. So, definitely maybe, well, good chance she's feeling some pressure here, Osaka. But let's see if she can respond again. Second breakpoint opportunity in this game for Muchova. It is a good first serve, but it is returned from Muchova. But it is not enough as Osaka uses the backhand up the line to win the point, and it's back at deuce. First serve. Oh, yeah, good first serve from Osaka. Muchova sends the return long, and big roar from Naomi Osaka. She screams, "Come on!" And it's game point for her. Muchova was serving for the second set. Naomi Osaka broke back. She had to face some more break points in this service game. Big serve down the tee. It's returned from Muchova. We are in an exchange now. Oh, and Muchova trying to be aggressive, but her forehand goes into the net. Osaka survives being down a break and coming back and winning that tough service game. She now leads 6-5, one game away from taking the match. Can she do it? We'll find out soon. Yeah, it's been an excellent match, to be honest. I mean, in spite of the supposed, or apparent, I should say, physical struggles there of Muchova, she's still holding her own here. I mean, I think with the way she plays, trying to be aggressive, she can do that. But she is probably hampered a little bit sometimes when she's on the stretch on that forehand side. But yeah, just in general, since the beginning of the match, I mean, I felt like Naomi's played a really good match in terms of, when it's mattered, she's actually come up with some really good tennis. And, there has been pressure moments which she's come back from. And as I said, it's, this Naomi Osaka, we haven't seen it for a while. Obviously, great run for her in Montreal, making the final, a WTA 1000 event. Ultimately coming up short, having been up a set against Victoria Mboko. But it's question marks about whether she can back up this run coming into this tournament. She obviously has the level to play extremely well against and perhaps beat any player in the world, but she just hasn't been able to bring that consistency for the last few years since coming back after, an extended break due to becoming a mother, pregnancy, and all that. And she is doing much better now, and you have to give credit to her. As I said before as well, even willing to step down to the challenger WTA 125 level, where she won a title in Saint Malo on clay in France. So she's, always still trying to do what she needs to do to get her game back up and improve her game. And obviously, hard courts is where she excels. And yeah, this is obviously a huge opportunity for her to perhaps maybe win the first major in over 4 years. So 15 love, though. Good point to start for Muchova. And Muchova will serve now. That's a good serve, but a good return from Naomi Osaka. But yeah, aggressive play there from Muchova. She comes to the net to finish off, and that's well executed. 30 love to Muchova. $30 love here. First serve from Muchova. Down the tee. That's an ace from Muchova. Very well executed. On the line. And it's 3 game points and a chance now to take it to a tiebreak. Who would you favour in a tiebreak? Perhaps Osaka with her serve. But could the Czech get it done? Good serve out wide, and it will be finished off surely by Muchova. Yes, she comes into the net, eventually has to get it done with a little drop volley, but that's well executed. And it is now a tiebreak and a crucial moment here. Excellent match this has been. High quality match. I think, they're getting their money's worth on Arthur Ashe Stadium, and that isn't always the case. Expensive those tickets are. So it's a tiebreak here. Osaka serves, but it is long. It will be a second serve as she starts off this tiebreak in the second set. Oh, she checks her ball toss. Stops her ball toss, so it's still waiting for her to take this second serve here. Oh, it is in, but it is returned pretty well from Muchova. It was awkward. Oh, that's beautiful play from Osaka, opening up the court with that forehand cross court and then hitting the winner up the line on the forehand side, redirecting. And you have to say that's brilliantly executed in the first point of this tiebreak. Yeah, first serve here for Muchova. Oh, that's a tremendous ace out wide from the Czech player. What a time to get that ace. One all in this tiebreak. Muchova to serve. She tries to go down the tee, but it hits off the net and goes long. Second serve it will be. That's a good return from Naomi, but is it enough? Oh, hit the net cord there on the way from that Muchova shot. Eventually, the error comes from Muchova, so it is 2-1 to Naomi Osaka, the Japanese player getting the mini break. Yeah, Naomi Osaka to serve. Oh, that's a good serve. First serve pretty much down the middle there from Osaka, and Muchova just can't adjust, and her return goes into the net. So it's 3-1 Osaka. Oh, she's going wide there on this juice side, but the serve goes out. Second serve for Naomi Osaka. Oh, fairly weak second serve there, but and we are in an extended rally here. Forehand to forehand. Oh, but Muchova drags that forehand just into the tram lines. Yeah, she puts her hands on her hips. That was close. It must have been just wide. Oh, it's millimeter, maybe a millimeter wide. It did seem like a great shot at the time, but yeah, just wide. And wow, it's 4-1 lead here for Naomi Osaka. Now with Muchova to serve in the tiebreak. Does she have what it takes to come back here? Good serve from Muchova, but it is returned from Naomi Osaka. Oh, backhand up the line from Muchova. That was well done. Osaka can't get there, so she does get a point, Muchova, and it's 4-2 to the Japanese player. Thanks for joining us here on Tennis Asia TV for this live watch along of the quarterfinal match between Osaka and Muchova. Please like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing, or leave a comment as well. Who do you think is going to win? Looking like Osaka here, but just the one mini break here in this tie break. Serve now from Muchova, but it is out. Second serve now from Karolina Muchova. It is returned from deep down the middle by Naomi Osaka. Oh, and good backhand deep draws the error on the backhand side from Muchova. It is 5-2 double mini break for Naomi Osaka. She will now serve, so she will have the opportunity to take this match on her service game. (5-2). And you have to say it's been a great match from the Japanese number one player. 5-2, she leads here in this tiebreak. She's had difficult moments. Can she get it done here? Good serve out wide from Osaka. She has the opportunity to finish off with a forehand winner. No, Muchova gets it back. We're in an extended rally now. Oh, but it is an error there from Muchova. Big scream of come on from Naomi Osaka. This is it. She has a match point. And the crowd are cheering in anticipation. 6-2 Naomi Osaka in this tiebreak. First serve. It is in. Returned well by Muchova. Muchova's chasing that ball. Is Osaka going to get it done as we're in the rally now? Forehand from forehand. Backhand from Osaka. Backhand from Muchova. Forehand from Osaka. Oh, the Saka's forehand joke goes just long. And it is 6-3 to Osaka. She still has match points. But one of those match points has just gone. So second match point now. Yeah, and it is Muchova to serve now. As she bounces the ball here, Muchova, many bounces of the ball as she prepares to serve. First serve from Muchova. It's in. Returned well from Naomi Osaka. Deep return. And she uses that forehand. She's stretching Muchova. But Muchova's hanging in there. Backhand up the line there from Naomi Osaka. Now a forehand. It's still not enough. Muchova's hanging in there. An extended rally here. Who's going to come out on top? Forehand from Osaka. And the forehand goes long from Muchova. So Naomi Osaka is the winner. And she looks emotional. Relief, almost as if she was in tears there, but not quite. And she comes forward to give Muchova a hug. And they exchange some words at the net. And yeah, it seems some nice words being exchanged there. But you have to say that is a great win from Naomi Osaka. She makes it through to the semifinals. Now she allows herself a smile. She looks emotional, and the crowd are cheering for her. She stands there in the middle of the court. She waves to the crowd. It's 6-4, 7-6, 7-3 in that tiebreak. Naomi was, she's done so well in that first set. She, had moments. Muchova was testing her, rushing her, putting her under pressure, but Osaka responded well when she needed to. And in that second set, Muchova got the break in the first game of the second set. But then immediately, Osaka broke back. Again, later in that set, Muchova was hanging in there, creating pressure, and she got the break, Muchova. And she was serving for that second set of 5-4. But Osaka, she breaks back immediately. And yeah, again, she had pressure as well when she was serving at 5-all, Naomi Osaka. Multiple break points for the Czech player, but Osaka holds on, gets it to 6-5. And when it goes into the tiebreak, you have to say Osaka played a good tiebreak. And, she definitely, unbalanced, she was the better player, I think, and she deserves this win. Perhaps physical struggles there, maybe affecting the match a bit. But as long as Muchova's playing, you got to hang in there and play. And you have to say, great win for Naomi Osaka, through to the semifinals for the first time in New York since winning the title 5 years ago. Could she go all the way this time? Now Naomi's getting interviewed there. But let's have a look. I mean, obviously, this is great for Naomi to make the semifinals. But she has an opportunity now because this is who she'll play. Let's see if actually it's updated. So now you can see there, it is updated. Let's make that bigger for you if you want to see. There you go. So now, great opportunity, obviously, with Iga having gone out of the tournament. We now have Naomi facing Amanda Anisimova, the 8th seed. Now, let's not count out Anisimova. She has a big game, and she's been playing exceptionally well, obviously having taken out the 2nd seed, Iga, after having lost so badly, 6-love, 6-love at the Wimbledon final. She responds like that. Also, Osaka, great opportunity for her here. 2-time champion in New York. And a good opportunity as well. Although perhaps they are underdogs for the American players. Pegula, obviously, against Sabalenka. But it certainly sets up an interesting end of this tournament. And I want to thank everyone who's tuned in to watch this match. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Subscribe. We will be doing more live streams. I will be joined, hopefully in the future, by other people, and it will be more fun. And I'll be bringing more content in general on Asian players through the podcast, and hopefully we'll be attending tournaments as well going forward. It's been a while, so we hope to bring you more content like that. But I want to thank you for joining this live watch along. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you again hopefully soon.